I'm just going to turn you around. We are in a very special place tonight. We are so excited to be here. Hello everybody. And we are at the Adelaide Zoo. They've very kindly allowed us to come in here and see if there's any paranormal activity. And in particular, you can hear all the flapping behind us. That, I believe, is an ibis. But this beautiful, beautiful house here, Minchin House. I'll introduce you to Steve over here, who's very shy about coming on at the moment. As you can see, he looks thrilled. So what's your position here?
General Manager of Visitor Operations.
Okay, and we've kind of seen each other over the last few years at the Tourism Awards, so bumped into each other, and you did actually tell me a story at one point about an experience you had in this house.
I did.
You did. Did you want to tell us all about it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, probably 6 or 7 years ago. My office was in the upstairs area of this building, which is quite an old building. And I was here very early in the morning, one morning, pitch black, and I was wandering up the staircase. When I opened the back door, I could hear a large bang upstairs, and I was quite curious as to what that was. Let myself in, started walking up the stairs in the dark, and got to the first landing and looked up, and I saw the female figure standing at the top of the stairs from the first landing.
Did she have a lot of detail in her?
I couldn't see facial detail, but I could tell she was wearing Victorian style dress, a long skirt, a blouse, had her hair pulled back into a bun, but yeah, didn't see any facial features.
Yeah, and we've got a photograph up that you very kindly, the zoo very kindly put together for us, because they're graphic artists are better than me. And you said that one of the figures in there actually looked very similar.
Yeah, the lady in that photo who's wearing the white outfit, very similar from what I remember, only minus the hat. She wasn't wearing a hat.
Yeah. Okay, so, and you didn't believe in ghosts? Because you actually, your first sentence was, I don't believe in ghosts, when we met.
I absolutely did not believe in ghosts whatsoever.
Other people have seen the same figure? You were just telling me earlier to do with the boardroom.
Yeah, other staff have seen a face looking out of the window of the boardroom at night time. If I've been working back late here sometimes before, I've heard footsteps in the office next to me, and that was quite a common occurrence. And also in one of the other offices next to me, which was a bedroom initially, the door shut completely while I was here one night, and there was no way that could have closed on its own.
The Minchin House was started in 1887, completed in 1888.
Okay, so
Originally occupied by the first Mr. Minchin, which was Richard. And then it was his son, and then his grandson actually took over from there as well. So it's a really interesting building. It's beautiful inside as well, isn't it?
It is.
It's so cool. It's so cool. So, my favourite person ever, Tim Minchin, the comedian, is actually related to the Minchin family. I love Tim Minchin. So yes,
so she's
I've
all
seen
excited.
him live a few times. Love him. So yeah, I was absolutely stoked when I found that out.
Now, there is no pressure on us tonight at all. So we have a bit of an audience tonight. So down here, these guys are going to be watching in the background. They all work here, and we're going to drag them in a minute. They can come and help us out. On a colour, guys, so you can see the house better. We haven't got any lights on, but just helps. So a lot of what Steve was saying, he saw upstairs on the top landing by the boardroom there. So I haven't been upstairs yet, guys, so I'll just show you around. So as you can see, we've got all the equipment here. I'm about to set the music box off, so don't panic. At least we know it works. Now, what we've got here, because it's a female that's been seen in here, we've got a nice bunch of flowers. Again, these are just trigger objects. It's just things that would have been familiar to them. But yeah, it's very special being here, guys, because this isn't open to the public. It is just admin. So to have been allowed. Now, where she was seen, I think Steve was saying, she was seen just round about here on the hallway. So, there we go. Oh, look at the stained glass windows, guys. For these guys here, I'm going to go through what we're going to do.
I'm going to blind you, sorry guys.
Just what you get with me.
Just while you're still here, that was all before anybody freaks out. And we've got one hiding around the corner there.
There we go. We do like to have, as you know, we do like to have people, it's me that's getting blinded here, but that's all right. We do like to have people here that work on the premises, because obviously if anything happens, they can tell us if it's relevant or not, and they can chime in. Plus, we got a whole lot of bait here we can play with.
Yes.
And what I just want to say to you guys, if there was anybody in this room today, or anybody that you would hope was in this room going back in time, what would you like to ask them? So what sort of questions would you have for somebody from the past if they were here today? And there is no wrong question. If there is anybody here tonight, I'm just going to introduce myself, because you would never have seen me before. My name is Alison, and we've just come in to see if anybody wants to talk to us. We'd love to chat to you. I'm just wondering, if you are here, could you give us a name, please?
Hi everyone, my name is Sophie, and this is a bit of a different question, but I'm wondering, if there's anyone in this house, what can we do to make you feel happy or more comfortable when we're using this space, because we are in here a lot of the time. So is there anything we can do to make you feel more comfortable with our presence?
Oh, UDI's just gone.
Was it?
Yeah.
Missed that one.
As soon as you turn the camera, it stops.
Of course it does.
That was the blue lights all go off on the stairs. That's just cold air.
Hi everyone, my name is Courtney. I also work here at the zoo. I'd just like to know, if anyone is here, what is the craziest thing that's ever happened in this house?
Oh, EDI.
Every time I turn back, it
Every
stops.
time you turn around, it stops.
Oh, no, I've got that one.
So the air pressure has changed. That orange light you see flashing is air pressure. So you've had a cold breeze go across it and you've had the air. All right. So what we'll do is we'll listen back to it, see if we've got anything. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. All right, so I'm just going to start it off. If there is anybody here tonight, so you're just listening for anything. I'm just going to introduce myself, because you would never have seen me before. My name is Alison. And we're just coming to see if anybody wants to talk to us. We'd love to chat to you.
Okay, hello everybody that's here. My name is Cag. Sorry, it's a really unusual name. Just thank you for allowing us into your beautiful home. I just wondered, can you tell me, were there many children that lived in this property? If so, how many? In this property? If so, how many?
When you're speaking.
If so, how many?
No? If you can't hear it, then it's just me. Because we're only here for a short time, this is just a short visit. I think we've got 3 calls now, we said, down here. And we're kind of got to come in, got to go out. A lot of the time, if we were properly investigating just us, we would be sitting quietly and monitoring cameras upstairs, downstairs, different rooms. Mm-hmm. But because this is for you guys, and it's just to showcase the zoo a little bit as well, in a bit of a different light for tourism and stuff like that, that's what this is about. So we're going to be more proactive now than we would normally be on an investigation, because we've got a short window of opportunity.
Yeah. Also, people were saying that a lot of people heard the whispers when I was asking the question. A lot of people heard whispers, so we will go back. Yeah, we will go back on that one later.
If you didn't hear it, I thought there was no point in pursuing it.
Yeah, you probably went to my deaf ear.
Probably.
That's because both of them are deaf. That's so cool.
That's because you're getting old.
It is.
If there is anybody here tonight, if the lady of the house is here, then we have brought you a present. We've left you a little bunch of flowers upstairs.
Yeah, I actually picked those flowers from my garden. I'm not a very good gardener. EDI. You see it flashing there, guys? So I did pick them from my garden, especially for you. I don't have many flowers in my garden. I'm not a very good gardener, but I picked what I had so I can bring a present for you. Take that off me.
Yeah. Why? What we
Get
might
my own back.
Yeah, thank you for that. What we might do is we'll move it all upstairs. We'll go up to the boardroom where the figure was seen, and up there we'll start using the portal and the Estes and stuff like that. Show you what else we can do and see if we can't get something happening up there. Just put your hands on the table or lean on the table. I just want to see. I don't mean like you're doing a seance. Cute as that is. Glad to see you getting in the mood and you watch lots of movies. Now, I just want to see how much movement you've got to make the balls go off, that's all. So if you're kind of leaning on the table.
It's rolling, but it's not lighting up.
But it's not lighting up. What we're also going to do is put some photographs out. And that's because every one of the Minchin family that were here had their favourite animals. So what we're going to do is put a ball on each of them. Have you got a cellar?
Yes, the ball went off it.
There's one next to the tiger. Wow, that won't shut up, will it? What did I say? Birds.
Oh. Well, there's a bird on there.
Poverty birds.
Oh.
That was relevant. You do know you had the homeless eating your birds for a while.
We also lost.
Not a long time ago. I still think a lot of it is random though. There must be something in here. High EMF in here. Maija, can you move that down to the other people down the end? Just move it slightly. Just see if something's triggering it off there.
I wonder if you put it in the middle of the table, because I wonder if there's electricity ports either side. If we put it in the middle.
Oh, okay. I can't see those. That's probably
There is electricity ports in the ground on it.
because whatever's in here.
Do you want to sit it on the sideboard? Or
Yeah. Are you able to see if it goes off? Right, so there is a lot of natural explanations why things go off. It's not just ghostly, so.
Yeah.
And we just want to eliminate what it could be. Okay, so I'm going to show you, because these guys have never seen this, and I like to explain to them what we're doing. So we're going to use a ghost box, which is probably one of the most controversial things to use. And as I said, I'm not going to get into it tonight, but I'll also be a skeptic on this. We do have some video footage up where we've had some unusual stuff come out of it, so it's worth trying. For these guys, it is a broken radio. It's the most embarrassing thing you're going to talk to tonight. So what it's doing is scanning the radio waves. It's also scanning white noise. You are going to get 5AA radio stations, snippets of radio, and that's the biggest thing about it, is that you are getting snippets of radio coming out as well. So it's like the old game, you hear something, you've asked a question, you hear something, you're probably going to put that to an answer to your question. What we're going to do is completely eliminate me hearing any question. We're putting the headset on, so I'm going to be on headphones, and I'm just going to call out anything that I hear. I don't know what the questions are. So that takes the bias completely out of what we're doing.
So we're just going to test to see whether she can hear me. Alison?
Numbers in the cellar.
Alison, I've got a Jameson's and Coke ready for you. No, you see, look, she can't hear a word, otherwise she'd be able to hear. If there's anybody here...
You can learn so much.
You can learn so much. We're always learning. If there's anybody with us, my name is Cag. Can you tell me what your name is, please? Actually feels very nice in here, guys. It's a beautiful building. Would you like to see anything changed at the zoo?
Kiwi.
Oh, you want a kiwi? Have we got a kiwi, guys? Oh, we need to get a kiwi. I'll have a word with them later. All right, we'll see what we can do for you. Can you tell me what's your favourite animal at the zoo, please?
Why?
Why? Because I'm just really interested. We want to know all about you. Are you okay with us being in here? Is that all right with you?
Mary.
Mary.
I was going to ask whose room was this?
Yeah, just ask out. Yeah. Whose room are we in now?
Yes.
Can you tell me whose room it was, please? Or what was it used for?
1904.
What about 1904?
Now, I wouldn't think that they would say that, but it just said I'm a lunatic. And I wouldn't have thought that would be on the radio.
Well, no, but we are right next to where the asylum used to be.
But would it have stretched down this far before the zoo?
Well, they might have. Do we know if anybody
I would have
escaped?
thought they would have taken the term lunatic on the radio.
No.
Did they die in 1904?
Oh, right. Yeah. Did you die in 1904?
32.
1932. Is that when you died?
Or at age 32?
Or age 32? He wasn't Keith, it was the other one, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
He was 36. So are you 32 now? Or 1904 could be a birth year. Yes, because I do have some of the children. Oh, Roland, 1904.
Eh? Oh,
Roland.
I haven't looked at this. What was 1904?
So Roland Richard Luther mentions born 1904.
Oh, okay.
So he's the one that died at age 36 of cancer.
Oh, is he? Is he the one that died? No, he didn't.
No, there's another one. That was Alfred. Yeah, Alfred Cocker mentioned.
Okay.
We talked about Mary as well, and
Who's Mary?
He had Richard. Well, I don't know. I've got Richard mentioned as having, because Rosemary's saying that his wife was Mary, but I've not got her down as Mary.
Oh, okay. And I will
I've
say
got it
that
down
we
as
do
Ellen.
know as little as possible for when we do this for the first time, because otherwise we are so biased.
There are Marys. There are Marys in the family.
Yeah, Mary was a common name though.
It was a very common name.
It could be a common name today as well, so they could be talking to Mary on the radio for a while. I might just sit out there and you can just put the podcast on and maybe
Yeah.
the doorway here, and I'll just sit quietly and see if I can get in. All right, there is somebody here. You're in any of the rooms. Just wondering if you can come out and talk to me. We now haven't got the big crowd of people with me, so it'll just be you and me out here. I know it's very strange having all these lights and strange objects around the place. All these are designed to do is let me know that maybe you're here. I don't have a gift to see you or hear you, unless you try very hard. If there is a little girl here, do you want to come and play with me? I've brought some little toys for you. We usually find there's 2 or 3 visits to somewhere before we really start getting something happening, but you can try.
Do you want the portal?
Yeah, the portal. So again, the ghost, I'm going to put the portal on, it's just another form of a ghost box.
Was well back in the...
So it is radio, you are going to hear radio, as you can hear. So just listen to the radio. Over here, where CAG is, there's a box,
Thank you, Mel.
and it says words. Can you try and manipulate those words on the box?
Getting dressed.
We're going to move on soon. We're only here a short time. It'd be lovely if you could just let us know you're here with the sound or
1 year.
one of the lights. Just to confirm.
What was the gentleman's name that, or the person's name that had a limp, or was lame? Oof. Are you with us tonight? Someone's coming in. Is that somebody coming in? Okay, a lot of people here in respect.
I heard respect.
We hope we're being respectful.
We're trying to be.
And we do thank you very much for allowing us in here. It's a beautiful, beautiful building. No, it's very quiet, isn't it? Okay, thank you. Sounds like, who's that?
Sounded like it said, who's there? Just as we're turning on.
Of course.
But there again, I was wondering who's there.
Yes.
I gather it was security. He didn't come up though. Well, in this session we probably come to an end. As I said, we can't stay all night. So, but at least you got in to see a little bit of the zoo that the public don't get to see. We've not had any bites, but that's not unusual. As I said, it's not like those TV shows, ghost hunting shows, where it happens all the time. And because it means nothing. If we get nothing, it just means nothing's wanting to communicate. Plus, as I said, we come in here, strangers, we're setting all this stuff up. And it's probably, if there was somebody here, they'd probably stand there going, what the is all this? But again, we're not going to put anything on for you guys to think that we've had anything happen. When we do very much want to thank the Adelaide Zoo for letting us in here.
For sure.
That was a biggie. It was a real biggie to be allowed, an honour to allowed to come in here. So we do thank these guys for letting us in. And for letting you in as well, to give it a go. I bet everybody's been a bit curious. Was there anything in here?
Guys, please come down to the zoo.
Yeah. Or to Monato as well.
Yeah, Monato.
We've got to go up and do the lion.
Yes, get your tickets online, guys.
And don't forget that all the money that they get, they're not a government funded place. So a lot of it is self-funded. So you're helping a lot by coming down and coming to see. It's great for photography. If you've not got kids, come down. It's just an awesome place.
And also, if you're stuck for ideas for Christmas, they have got experiences here that you can have.
And Paganelli might be going to do some experiences soon.
Exactly,
We could do
exactly.
the lion thing. And
So-
I'm just going to thank these guys behind us for setting it up. And they've been so good. They've been so
They have. Do you know what? You've been so well behaved, guys. I can't actually get you all on here, so there we are.
Thank you. I didn't even know you were there. You were just like.
I'd like to get off the floor, but I'm stuck now.
It's like me
So
to
good.
take over
Oh yeah, you could do that.
while we watch you. Struggle and get off the floor. There she
You know
goes.
when you get to
Hang on,
that
give me the
age-
torch.
oh,
give me
sorry.
the torch because I've got to have it in full view.
You know when you get to that age
There
when
you
you
go.
can't get off the
Oh,
floor without
yeah.
making noises, because that's what you have to do. Oh no, I have to go over here now. I'm going to get the table. That's cool. Oh,
There we
excellent.
go. You did it. So typical, the people who are just coming on, you just missed all the action. So you can guarantee it'll not happen now. So we started with it sounded like a boom, didn't it, down the other hallway?
Bang, yep.
Down the other hallway, and there's only small animals down there. so it's not as though it's any of the big guys. And then just after that, the ball started to go off, and so did the static. We had enough witnesses to say it did happen.
Do you want to put this around the corner?
Yeah, I put it down that creepy long hallway. Just so you can see, this is
Down at the back here. Cool.
this is a bit creepier and longer down here. So where we are is we're in the service area of the nocturnal house, and we have to keep our voices down. That's why I'm talking. Is that too loud, guys? It won't go off unless something cuts into it anyway.
I think that's fine.
Is that fine? That's about as loud as our equipment gets.
I haven't put anything else that does noise.
Yeah. So we're all keeping our voices down a little bit more here, guys, because we don't want to disturb the animals. He doesn't believe in ghosts.
This one's a bit more free.
Yeah. You think you're like the sentry for the meerkats? It's like you're sitting there looking. That's your job. You're looking for the predator and the
I think
prey.
it's the crickets in the background as well.
It's a horror movie soundtrack.
Because if you turn the lights off, guys, see, this is how dark it gets. We go down there, so you can still see the lights. You want one of us to have a drink? That noise down there. Would that be one of the animals?
I heard that.
You heard that? That sounds like that footstep.
Like a shuffling footstep.
That type of
Yeah.
footstep down there. But you heard it, wasn't just me, was it?
Yeah.
Would that be one of the animals?
I don't know.
Could potentially, but we don't know.
They're not big animals in here, though, are they?
No.
They're only small
That
ones.
sounds more like it was on.
Yeah, because this floor's wet, and it
Yeah.
feels like it sounded more like on a wet. Yeah.
That's you down there.
Oh, cat ball.
Thank you. That's because you lot aren't here. Alright, voice recorder is there. Alright, if there is anybody here, I didn't give you my name. My name's Alison. I was wondering if somebody is still working here, looking after the animals in the knock house.
My name's Steve. I'm wondering how many years you were a keeper here at Adelaide Zoo.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's one more question.
Yeah.
Hi, it's Lee. Is Samuel May here? I'm wondering if he'd like to meet us, say anything.
Oh. Is that you, Samuel?
Do you prefer Samuel or Sam?
Oh, air pressure.
Air pressure as well.
Which is interesting.
Oh, again.
Okay, you've got two bits of equipment, two different triggers now, don't you? That's a little unusual.
Okay, so for those that are watching, they've actually had reports of a figure in here. And if anybody's going to have a ghost in a building, this is a great ghost to have because it actually cleans out some of the animals. Has been seen cleaning out the ghost bat in the past. With people have heard footsteps and things being knocked around and things. So his name, and there was a keeper that was killed by a polar bear here, and his name was Samuel May. So we're asking out for Sam. That's who we're asking for.
You keep hearing
Down that way.
Yeah.
The noise down the other end. I'm just going to go down here.
It's quite a lot when we first came in.
Okay, so people are actually, the staff are actually hearing noises down here tonight. So
Well, I did hear what sounded like a, well, Steve and me heard it. It was like a door, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was like a boom. And the animals.
Largest animal in here is a bilby.
So down the other end, guys, we're at the end of the equipment was down there. There's another corridor, and that's where Alison and Dylan are going to go down and do nesties.
Much water? Creek.
He is.
Okay, Samuel May, are you with us tonight?
It's all good.
My wife.
What's it about your wife?
No one?
Famine.
Whatever happens.
Okay, we can't talk.
Who are you?
I might have to get a bit closer to them.
Strange. Keep going.
So, is anybody here with us? We've got two people there with silly things.
Never.
Okay. We have got.
You make it sound scary.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to make it sound scary.
It was frightening.
Okay, that's interesting. How they're both coming out with the same sort of thing.
800.
Did you used to work in the zoo?
Medical.
Were you a vet at the zoo?
Were you one of the zookeepers at...
The doctor left it.
It's funny how they're both talking about medical, isn't it? Were you one of the zookeepers that took your animals to the Royal Adelaide Hospital for treatment?
Another person.
Oh, it was somebody else, was it? Okay.
Anything?
It was interesting how one of you would come out with medical and the other one would come out with something medical as well. And then, what was the other one we had as well? They both came out with similar things.
It's frightening. Yes, scary. Making it
Oh
sound.
yeah, scary. One of you said scary, the other one came out with being frightening.
Oh,
So that was pretty cool.
we might just slip down there a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
Just a bit quietly, just so we can triangulate what's happening. I'm just going to take the voice recorder down there with me. That was me.
It's alright, darling. It's all going. Keep going.
Ooh, big bang.
So come on, if anybody's here, go and touch Alison on top of the head. Just to let her know that you're there. Just gently, just enough so she knows you're there. You just kicked a ball? Oh, really?
If it sounded like somebody moving around down here. Creepy, isn't it? Down those hallways. It's pretty cool, isn't it? So you can see it. Well, we're going to wind it up for this session as well. I'd say we've only really touched the surface of this, but this has been the most interesting in here, definitely. I don't know how you guys felt. It's just been, yeah, curious, very curious. I do like the fact that the equipment went off when Lee was talking about Samuel, and yet it's not really gone off since. It's not as if it's going off and off and off, so that's been curious. I was hearing when I was doing my thing around the corner, hopefully I've got it all on here because I took my voice recorder, what sound like footsteps. It's been a long no sleep weekend. Subtle footsteps down there with me, and why the ball flashed suddenly down there is because I spun around, and it could have been a trick of the eye, I'm going to say, because I am rational, so It's like I spun around and there was something darker just there next to me, which made me startle and jump back, and that's why you saw the ball fly.
See, that was the time when we were asking them for someone to come and touch you on the head.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, guys.
No problem, anytime. That was just me, it wasn't them, it was me.
So that would be kind of more interesting to me. So, but with that, these guys have to go home.
They do.
Kagami have had no sleep in about 3 or 4 nights. Well, actually, we haven't had sleep in weeks.
No,
really. It's gotten to that level. So.
Sleeps for the week.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to go home and get some sleep, and I want to just thank these guys again. That's another bank just round the corner.
There is, that was another bank just round there.
I want to thank these guys again for allowing us to come in here and allowing you to come in here, because it's an honour for all of us to be in the Adelaide Zoo. Who would have thought that we'd ever be allowed in here? So definitely come down, come and support them. With COVID, obviously, they depend on the money coming in to keep this place, improve the conditions for the animals, and they don't get the government funding, obviously. It is more of a private thing, so definitely come and support. Go and support Monata. Christmas is coming up, like we said. Buy some Christmas presents. Everybody's got stuff in the shops, so nothing better than buying somebody an experience. So, and what greater experience than to go and see the lions?
Or anywhere else.
We're going to see them.
Keeper experience.
Keeper experience. There's so much to do. Go meet a meerkat. Oh my God, I want to meet a meerkat. Pat the cheetahs.
You're not going to pat a cheetah. They're not going to do something like pat a cheetah, are they?
Not anymore.
No.
It's the cheetah experience, but you can't touch the cheetah.
Yeah, Alison, the wild animals, love. You don't pat cheetahs. Do you know, at times I do worry about you.
Cheetah then, all right, but you can meet them.
Yes.
Imagine meeting a cheetah, that would be pretty
Oh, pat a cheetah, for goodness sake.
Did you?
Yes. You used to be able to do that.
Thank you. See?
Yeah, you see,
Not just me being a Dumbo.
Now you can feed a lion as well.
Oh, you can
The
feed
Lions
the lion.
360.
Yeah, I'm going to feed the lion cag. That'll be fun with Cag and I.
Lions at bedtime, yeah.
Yeah, see? Lots of different animal experiences. So, Christmas, buy your friends some experiences and help the Adelaide Zoo. So, all
Cool.
right, with that, we're going to sign off. This has been really cool. I've
It's been
enjoyed this.
brilliant, absolutely loved it.
Thank you guys so much. For
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for coming.